Hey guys, it's Rachel from the Little Ring Lamb. Today is my December TBR. December is the last month of the year, so I gotta finish up those book challenge books. I'm not sure how far I've made into my challenge, but I do still have 2 school books to read, as well as a plethora of books that I want to get through. So without further, I'm not going to say the school books until my wrap up, but basically I'm just going to get through the books that I picked out for myself. So first I want to continue reading on A Voyager by Diana Gabaldon, the 3rd book in the Outlander series. I want to be finished it by this year. Does not look very hopeful, but I'm on page 406 and my goal, I'm going to try to make a goal of reading at least to page 500 by the end of this month. That's 100 pages. I do have a very busy schedule for most this month, so hoping we can get through that. The next book I'm super excited about, well, the next 2. First off is Winter Street by Alan Hildebrand. This book came out last year. I read it basically in one sitting. This is a reread for me. Loved it so much. And then one of you guys, I forget who told me, but one of you guys informed me that it was actually going to be a trilogy, because I was really curious about that, because it's like this ended really openly and I want to know more. And guess what, guys? The second book came out in October. I didn't get to pick it up until last month, but it's called Winter Stroll. I haven't hauled this yet because I'm not going to have a book haul for a while, but I'm so excited to read the sequel because the first book was actually amazing. I absolutely loved it, and I'll be reviewing this one as well. I'm so excited though. I can't even. I'm saving these 2 for after my last exam. My last exam is a Saturday morning exam on the 19th of December, and when I come home I'm going to dig into this one again and then get to this one, and it's going to be the perfect treat right before Christmas, and I'm super excited, not only to be finished exams but like to get into these books. I'm just relishing in the fact, just remembering how I felt reading the first one, and it's going to be great. Okay, so the next 2 books, you can probably guess if you've been watching my TBRs for the past year, but I have the 11th book in the Pretty Little Liars series, Stunning. I'm reading this for a PL read-along I always mention. The link will always be in the down bar, but me and Jill co-host it, and it's a lot of fun. The 11th book was November's book, and I'm behind again, but not as behind. Also, just ignore the dog noises if you can hear them. My dog's barking, because he really hates the mail service. So, you know, he's an average dog. Anyway, and then the December book of the PLL read-along is Pretty Little Secrets. And this is a book that comes in between the 4th and 5th book, and I've sent out 2 emails to the group, so if you're in the group and have not received the email, or just something happened to it, or if you don't know at all, we're reading this book this month because this is a holiday themed book, and I thought instead of reading this at the very end, because it'll be close to July, that we should read it this month, and we'll resume with Burned in January. So in case you don't want to read this book, or you've read it before, or if you're a little behind like me and don't have time to read this one this month, this one can be read really anywhere in the order, as long as you're past the 4th book, which we all are. So if you're behind, you have the month basically to catch up if you don't want to read this one right away, which I thought was a better idea. And then I'm also going to be rereading Dying to Know You by Aidan Chambers. I'm currently rereading this, and I'm currently on page 64, and I want to finish this by the end of this year as well. And then finally, the last book on my TBR is called Christmas in the Snow by Karen Swan. I've never read one of her books, but apparently they're very good. My mom picked this up for me for Christmas last year, and I didn't read it right away because I really wanted to read it right away, but I don't really like reading Christmas books at the same time after Christmas is past. So I decided to save it for this year, and I've heard a lot of people like these books. I've been talking to somebody who is reading one of her books for the first time too, so that's very exciting. And the lady at the bookstore said, based on the books that were on my list, that I would like this book. So I'm really hoping I will, and if I do, maybe I'll have to check out her other Christmas books next year. So that is my December TBR. Definitely let me know what was on your guys' TBR, and if you guys are participating in the PL read-along, definitely let me know. I'd like to see who's up to speed with the challenge, because we all know I'm a little behind. But yes, I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!